You probably, hopefully, have heard that our next Restore My Marriage retreat is coming up March 26th through 28th. And I wanted to shoot this kind of off the cuff, unscripted. I don't really have anything planned as far as how I want to communicate. I just know what I want to tell you about right now. And as you've seen, we announce everything that's going on with the retreat because we want everyone to join us. Now, the reason that we want everyone to join us is not just so that we could have this big retreat with all these couples and have this good weekend away. The reason that we're so passionate about this is because not that long ago, my wife and I, Jen, which we talk about all the time, and we talk more about this on the retreat, but my wife and I, our relationship hit a bit of a rough patch, right? And we're just going to be honest and admit it to you all, right? Marriage is hard, and life kind of swallowed my wife and I whole, and we struggled for a good period of time. And in the midst of our struggling, one of the things that we did that helped us on our what we call our restoration journey is we took some time to intentionally retreat from the craziness and the busyness of life. Especially with COVID going on right now, and if you have little kids, you can relate to this as well. Life gets crazy and life gets so busy. Even when we're supposed to be socially distancing or quarantining or things like that, life can still feel incredibly overwhelming. And that affects our marriage in a huge way. And so my wife and I, when we were in the midst of all that we had going on, it really took its toll on us. And we knew that something needed to change. Otherwise, things were not going to end well. And so one of the things that we decided to do really, and it was on a whim, just to be totally transparent with you, is we went and joined this marriage weekend in Nashville, Tennessee. Now, honestly, we knew nothing about the retreat. If anything, we just said to each other, hey, let's get out of here. Something's got to change. Let's try this out. Let's give it a chance. And so we went on that weekend, and there was nothing magical about that weekend, but the thing that really impacted us the most was just how significant it was for Jen and I to step back and retreat. Because when we were able to do that, it was when our minds and our hearts and our bodies kind of slowed down enough that we could really refocus on what was going on in our lives and really take the time to ask God to restore our souls. Now, I want to encourage you because some of us look at the retreat and we think, well, my marriage isn't struggling, right? We're not on the verge of a divorce, or we're not fighting all the time or anything like that, so I don't really need a retreat. And what I would tell you is this: don't wait until you have the crisis in your relationship to do something about it. Be more proactive than reactive in your relationship, so that you won't get to the point where Jen and I were at. You see, Jen and I, for the longest time, thought we were good, right? We could handle all the stuff that was going on. And for a period of time, we were sort of doing okay with it. But what we found was, little by little, over time, it kept eating away at us to the point where we got to that rock bottom and we realized we needed to take some drastic steps to change that. And so I would just encourage you, if you're thinking about going on the retreat, even if you're like, you know what, I don't think we need it, you do. Psalm 23 says, the Lord is my shepherd. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. And one of the things that we talk about on our retreat is that phrase that he makes me lie down. And the reason that we focus on that so much is because we understand and we know that as people, especially in the New Jersey area, right in the Northeast, if we don't stop, if God doesn't make us stop, we won't until we get to that point where we're just completely fried and burnt out. And so even if you're here today and you're just like, you know what, I don't think my marriage is really that bad, we're doing fine, then that's great. But what I would encourage you to do is put the steps into place now so that your marriage can continue to thrive. Because whether you've been married for a minute, a month, or a million years, we all need refreshment. We all need to retreat. We all need to refocus, and we all need God to restore our souls. So please just hear my heart on this, right? We went on this retreat because we knew something needed to change. And that was one of the catalysts for us. Stepping away from the insanity of life, stepping away, getting out of the normal kind of everyday busyness and routine was something for us that we needed to do in order to truly move our relationship forward. So I just want to encourage you, please, please, please hear my heart on this. we don't want you to just come on this retreat because we think it'll be cool for us to get these couples together. We want you to come on your retreat because we've experienced life change on them ourselves. We know what God can do when we take that time to intentionally retreat and refocus. So please, if you're on the fence about it, let this be your nudge off the fence into the direction of, I'm going to sign up and I'm going to bring my spouse on this retreat, because we believe in it with all our hearts. We've seen it work in our own marriage, and we know that it can impact and change your marriages as well. So I don't know who's going to watch this. I don't know who's going to see it, but I know that everybody can benefit from this time away. So please hit that share button, comment below, let us know how your marriage is doing. Let us know some of the things that you're thinking through as you process, hey, can we come on this retreat? Should we not come on it? Is it for me? Is it not for me? Let's have a dialogue. Let's have a conversation so that we can answer all your questions and we can really help you get on this retreat March 26th to 28th, because we know and really believe that God's going to do great things in your relationship through it. All right, guys, that's literally all I got. I just wanted to share my heart with you today. I hope this was something that you enjoyed and was beneficial to you. And we look forward to connecting with you a little bit more. All right, have a great day, everybody. See ya.